Yes, we are. We should definitely stop talking about poop.
Yeah, we should
Yes.
definitely stop talking
We
about poop.
should, yes. The old poop conversation. Hey, everybody.
Welcome.
We're not here to talk about poop, per se.
No, we're
But it
here
may
to
come
talk
up in the
about...
conversation at some point.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Welcome to
Yeah.
episode 98. Wow, I can't hear myself, so I feel like I just yelled
Yeah.
at everybody.
You did.
Welcome.
It was really loud.
Sorry. I realized that I had both in and was like, I can't hear myself properly. I'm just going to take one of these out before I kill everybody's ears.
Yeah, and you just started off when, hey!
Poopy! Anyway,
Energy. Let's keep the energy running.
Episode 98 of Read This Way. We got a new series. I had to, for some reason, I thought there was multiple, but no, it's just the one.
No, it was just the one. The one, or is it
two? Well. Did you read it?
Yeah, look, I read it. I'm doing this because I flipped it. Like I started reading it and I'm just like it didn't really it didn't grab me first up. So I did flip through. The art's nice. And that's about all I sort of took away from it. It just felt generic.
It was doing a lot of setup. It didn't necessarily.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We've got things to talk about. You want to jump into news? Let's jump into news. I'm sure you got plenty.
I wish. That key visual looks fucking sexy. There's a
key visual.
I'm not prepared this week at all. I had everything set up, and then my computer crashed. No, I know, but this week is only 50% my fault. As opposed to 100%.
The other 50% is Microsoft's fault.
Yep. I don't know what the hell is going on with it, but it just stalled and chugged, and then I couldn't connect to anything, and then I was like, all right, time to restart you. And it took a god-awful amount of time.
You restart your computer every night, right?
No, I put it to sleep like a good boy.
Oh, look. It's Jack turning up at the right time.
How is it? Yeah, there's a post here from 806, which is
806.
Only 2 minutes away.
He's a time traveler. Yeah. Genius.
There's not actually a great deal of news. So let's jump in. We've got 2 different manga ending this week. One being a cancellation, the other one was scheduled to finish. Hell Teacher Jigoku Sensei has ended with its 7th chapter, which was planned. And they're going to turn that into a single tunk July 4th, which will probably
to feed off the start of the new season.
Yeah,
because there's series hitting this season. Yeah, smart cookies.
And Embers. Embers has concluded with its 20th chapter, and it felt really bittersweet. I haven't been keeping up with Embers, but I jumped on, had a read of the last chapter. It was really cute and wholesome. I dug it. I felt like the way that they ended it was pretty well done.
Yeah, I mean it definitely hurt a little bit actually, because I didn't think it was that bad of a series. I think it just came out at the wrong time. Like if this had come out a couple of years ago, might have hit a lot harder and would have been a lot more popular. But I think people are just over sports
if it
stuff at
came
the
out,
moment. There seems to be a bit of a flood of sports stuff at the moment.
yeah. I reckon if it
and-
had to come out either before or around the same time as Blue Lock, it probably would have done better.
But unfortunately, it couldn't because they worked on Blue Lock.
True. I forgot.
Yeah.
They were weren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
My bad.
And look, I hope that they come through with something else because I enjoyed their art style. I thought their writing was quite good. I thought it was a pretty well-rounded series. Clearly, it just wasn't hitting the spot.
The way that they brought it full circle with the old man. Who got into soccer.
It was this last chapter was just beautiful. It really was. It's probably the best last chapter I've seen for a little while. That's wrapped it up so warmly,
coherently. Well, that too, yeah.
You know, all the characters seem to. It all just seemed to work. Yeah,
not coherent. Yeah. I meant cohesive.
Yeah, without going over the top. It was bittersweet because it was very sad that it ended, but at the same time, it was an excellent chapter. So, is that two tongues for them or 3?
Be probably 2. Well, 3 seems to be the magic number, so they might stretch it. But I reckon it'll only be 2. No, actually, yeah, no, that'd be 3.
No, it'll be 3. It'll be 3.
God, they really do not much of a chance, do they?
It is really, really ferocious and very sales driven. And if you aren't cracking those numbers in the first couple of tongues, you're done for. Which is, I mean, it gives us a little bit more insight into the market, and I think it sort of gives us an idea that if something can hold on for 20 chapters and go past 20 chapters, it looks like it's going to keep on for a bit, at least 60.
I'm sure there's another benchmark.
Yeah, there'll be another level they need to reach.
It feels like it's actually come back a bit because I think like Phantom Seer and stuff were like the 30 odd chapter mark.
Yep.
But in saying that, Red Hood was only 3 tongues.
Yeah. Which realistically, that first tongue is all you need.
Yeah. And the thing that I find interesting, right, is all of the English stuff's being simulpublished, but not the physical release, which is what they actually gauge successes of.
Yeah,
even though it's all there and could be compiled and sent to print.
Yeah, they still use the Japanese market as the benchmark for whether something's going to continue or not.
Although that could be changing.
Well, it would be interesting to see them. It'd be interesting to see them break out like a second app that is driven towards the English-speaking market, and allow us to have a bit more control over what gets canned and what doesn't. Though, I don't know.
I assume that's what Manga Plus really is for them.
Yeah, kind of. But look, if you look at it, Embers is cracking like 30K reads. It was no slouch.
Clearly not enough.
It was doing well. It's not in the sales. This is the thing. Like, reads online don't equate to cash in the draw.
Well, in saying that, it'll be another 6 months until we see Embers Volume 1 here in Australia anyway, if we get a physical release.
That's right. And then by then, those poor kids who grab onto it and go, man, this is super cool, they get thoroughly disappointed by the third tongue.
Yeah.
I kind of hate that they do that. Maybe we'll see a season of anime out of it.
It's pretty cool.
It'd make a decent movie.
Speaking of sales numbers, Blue Box has reached 8.5 million copies for the whole series.
It's a pretty solid number.
The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You has reached 2.8 million with 22 volumes.
Do you watch any of that?
No.
Me neither.
I had my harem phase back when I was a child.
You make that sound so wrong.
I will admit though,
like when you're 16, 17, it's cool.
Yeah.
But you grow up eventually and then you're like, nah, this is kind of wrong.
I do appreciate. This was probably one of the ones that I kind of wanted to check out because from what I've heard of it, all the girls get like a lot of. They're all well. I'm going to choose my words carefully. Their character writing is well developed for each character, and it is basically a giant poly relationship, and he has every intention of making each and every one of these girls very happy. There's also one page / panel, and I say it like that because it's literally the main character like scratching his face and kind of blushing, and the rest of the page is just a giant wall of text. And I really wanted to see what happened when they got animated, how they were going to go about that, because the dude does it in one breath.
Yeah, but how relevant is it?
Oh, it's pretty. I think
like,
it's quite relevant.
Is this an arise kind of relevance to the series?
I think it's him talking and gushing about all of his girlfriends. I don't know, to be completely frank.
Yeah, we kind of need to watch. Now that the season's over, I might go and have a watch.
I think it's in this latest season because there's 2 seasons now. Is that right?
No, I think there's still only one out for it.
Just the one? Okay.
Or half of one. 12 eps. I might be wrong because, I wasn't watching it.
Yeah, that's fair. Fist of the North Stars getting a new anime.
Why don't they just re-release the old one? That's what everybody wants.
That's right. I thought I remember talking about it. It was initially revealed back in 2023 as a part of the 40th anniversary of the series.
Yeah.
We've got like 2 more days to wait until they announce whatever this is. But he looks sufficiently caked up in those tight leather pants. Look at the size of his goddamn calves. Good lord.
Yeah, man. Have you not seen what this guy does to people?
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah. If that art style is how they're going to do the 2D animation, I'm down. I'm very down for that. If they apply 3D because they've done quite a few 3D versions of North Star, which look pretty horrible. Not as bad as Berserk, but pretty bad still. So it's I don't know. It'd be nice to see it go back to 2D, which a lot of stuff is starting to stretch back to 2D again, because that's what people want. That's what the fans demand.
It's because it looks tasty.
Just looks better.
It looks like it's actually had some effort put into it. That's mean, actually.
No, it is. Look, Look, if the 3D is done well, fine. Like if it's done well, it's fine. That's fine. But
when it's used to cut
half-assed,
corners and save budget.
yeah, that's where things struggle. Like the latest episodes or the last 2 or 3 episodes of Country Bumpkin. I don't know if you kept up with that at all.
No, I haven't
Watched any of it. Like the last 3 episodes, they really screwed the pooch a bit. Like the 3D was like dialed right up. And they had 2 VAs in there that I swear were interns. Like they had no training at all. And if they did, I feel bad for them because they had been thrown into something that they clearly did not understand. Because the rest of the cast was fantastic. And then this is just the English speaking, not the Japanese, just the English dub. It just sounds horrible. Sorry, continue. Rant. No 3D.
I really hope that this doesn't get us smacked, but well, no, I don't want to go full screen. That I couldn't see shit. Why does it do this? I'm trying to run a show here, god damn it.
Come on, man, get it together.
We got a cool little look into how Oda goes about doing his covers.
Yeah, he's done this quite a few times now, actually.
Yeah.
He's quite regularly showing his sketch system, how he does stuff, which is just a lot of trial and error.
Yep. He's like, nah, don't like this one. This is the one that he will refine into being the cover.
There you go. Insta, bang, done.
It's really nice and interesting to see the process.
Yeah, he's just a normal guy who does pictures.
Yeah. It's interesting that he's done all of them on the ship, and then he's just gonna to get the colors right. Where'd it go? Stop.
No.
And that's for cover 112.
If it loads.
Doesn't want to load. No.
There you go.
I'm sure there's like some symbolism going on with the arm thing here, apart from all I see is like a yin yang type thing.
Yeah, a little bit, but I think he just felt like it needed a bit extra. I don't think it means anything.
Balancing.
Yeah, he's just thought it needed a little bit more. Luffy needed to be a bit more on the page. He probably looked a little too small.
Stretch him.
Yeah, well, he's a stretchy boy. So stretch him out.
Astro Royale is volume 6 cover.
Is it still going? I thought that.
No, it might have.
I wasn't following it, so I just assumed that something bad happened.
Another one that we're not following, New Age Exorcist, Volume 10.
It's going off though. New Age Exorcist. I didn't watch any anime.
Blue Lock.
Nice. Still.
You said something about anime for New Age Exorcist?
Oh, it's not out yet, is it?
No.
Or is it?
No.
Man,
Has it even been announced?
Yeah.
Did we speak about this? I don't think it has.
Oh, you go about. You do your covers. Give me a second.
That's it for covers.
Damn it.
But I've got some key visuals. So we got the second core for Witch Watch, which I need to watch. So bad.
I love it.
I watched the first episode when it dropped, and it was really good. It was exactly what I expected it to be. the production was great. It was funny. Yeah, I need to continue watching it because it's a fun little series, and I don't know why I dropped it in the manga form, to be honest.
I think we just had too much going on at the time.
Yeah.
Because didn't it hit at the same time as Spy Family as well? Like there was a lot of things going on.
I don't know, and it's broken the 100 chapters mark or something like that now, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been going.
Oh, and Akane Banashi was around the same time. There was a lot dropping. This one is one that I've been waiting to hear any information about. September 19th, my dude.
Ooh.
So we
We're all
finally
a little
have
bit excited
a
for this.
date for the Chainsaw Man movie. I will drop the link in the.
It's a cool poster.
Yeah,
I want that poster.
I'm gonna save it for later as well.
I hope I can get to the cinema to watch this.
We should definitely make it a point to go and see this.
Yeah. Might be a bit of a run for you though.
It'll be 4 hours to sit down for 2 hours, it's fine.
And then another 4 hours.
8 hours, yeah.
So you'll be sitting for 10.
It'd be fine.
It'll work out.
It's not like I haven't done it before.
Yeah.
This is the color pages for this week and also the cover of Jump. So it is showing off the new series. God damn, why did my brain stall so hard on that?
Yeah, look, this cover looks really awesome. It intrigued me a lot. Design wise, looked fantastic, edgy, fun, and look, the story is interesting.
Kade Gami.
Yeah,
that way. It is pretty slow to start off. I have. I'm not really sure what route it's going down, but I'm enjoying it so far. The main duo are presumably maternal sort of relationship, with it being like a foster mother to a young child. But the foster mother is a demon, and she had every intention of possessing his body to regain her stolen body parts.
Yeah.
But then she got mummy feelings, and now she doesn't want to possess him. But then he's all like, "Nah, it's all good. I got you, fam." And then he's like, "Get get inside me, mummy." And then they fight a dude, and that's the first chapter.
Wow. I mean, on that explanation alone, I would highly recommend reading this.
It's really good, honestly. It was a pretty good first chapter. It's very thirsty though. Holy hell, is she like?
It's a little bit.
Titties out everywhere. She's wearing. I don't know. Are they considered tights if they're still see-through, like stockings, but go all the way up?
I guess they're stockings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
she's dressed very
Provocatively.
provocatively. We'll go into a little bit more detail after we go through the rest of the color pages, and we'll show you kind of what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'll show you a few internals.
Shit, what's this? Is this? Oh, this is the
baseball.
I forgot to read it. Shit.
Yeah, look, I didn't either because I just don't want a baseball anymore.
But you were so all in for the baseball
The
and
alien
aliens
one.
and civilization.
Yeah, I was, and then I don't know, it's just too much baseball. Like it's like 100% baseball. I was expecting a little bit more alien, but it's just like everything they do is baseball and surrounded it in baseball, and I just don't care for the sport at all. At all.
Well, do I have some bad news for you,
Yeah,
Logan?
there's probably some more baseball, right?
There's a new baseball series coming to Manga Plus.
I'm not gonna read it. That's 3. That's 3 new.
I'll jump back into that in a
They
minute.
would, you think they would can something like Embers to have 3 baseball series start at one time? What are these editors on? Really?
Not really.
I know baseball is big in Japan. I get that.
Yeah,
But
still,
this is
2 in. Well, actually, no. 1 in the magazine and then 2 on Plus.
yeah.
It's still crazy.
Yeah, because this is in the magazine, yeah?
No, the other one. This one. This
The
one's in
Aliens
the
one.
magazine.
Yeah,
The
this
other
one's in the
2 are in
magazine.
Plus.
The other 2 are in Plus, yeah. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
thought the Aliens one was too weird and quirky to be in the magazine.
It'd be cool if it was.
Yeah, but you know it won't be.
So I did actually end up finishing the first chapter.
Yeah.
It seems to be that the brothers are going to be split up and going to be rivals.
Which is good.
And yeah. And the other one that came in and helped the older brother get past his block to become a better left-hand pitcher. He's really gunning to make like a misfit team, so all really good players just that don't fit the conventional mold. I feel like he's got a bee in his bonnet because he didn't get scouted short, and he's like, right, cute. I'm gonna make my own baseball team with blackjack and hookers. That's the energy I was getting from him at the end of the last chapter. I was like, all right, this is the flavor that you're going with.
Yeah, he looked like a gremlin as soon as you saw him on the page. The eyes said it all. Yeah, maybe it will be good. I hope it is, and I hope baseball fans love it.
I do agree that there's way too much baseball going
on. Yeah.
I've never really been one for sports manga.
Yes. There's the people who have been eating fantasy and all this other stuff so well recently.
Yeah.
Magic and fantasy.
Blue Lock? No. Not Blue Lock.
Not quite, no.
Blue Box? Those meant to be their kids?
No, they're their classmates.
Okay, cool. Right.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it had finished and it like did like a time skip.
Nah, they're the people they hang out with. Catch up.
I haven't started Blue Box.
That's New A's, yeah?
Yeah, this is New A's. I don't know what the heck's going on.
I'm just like, that it looks wild. What is going on? Maybe it's time to catch up.
And I think this little chick here is the one that was on the cover. I could be wrong about that. Where did my covers go? I've been deleting them.
She looks a little bit young to be on the cover.
Yeah, I know. But Bleach
Right?
has told me that you can have a character that rapidly ages. No,
It's
no, they're definitely different.
from the get-go, that felt Bleach, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, when we read the first few chapters of that had Bleach written all over it. And it looks like they're sort of taking up the mantle a bit more. Just
So that's the
a little
10th
bit.
volume there, and that's
Yeah.
the latest color page, I should say.
Because that looks like something straight out of Bleach.
Yeah. I like this bit here that kind of looks like he's kind of wearing like the old school Zorro mask, and like
Yeah.
flittering in the back.
It really looks like a pain in the ass to draw.
Yeah.
Why would you
It
do
does.
that to yourself, man?
Self-loathing.
Yeah.
Are we getting a track and field one soon? Did we speak about
Yeah,
track
I'm
and
pretty
field?
sure we talked about a track and field series. Too much sport.
No.
I could go another ping pong series. They're always fun.
Extemporos.
Extemp what?
Extemporos is what
That's
Google
the
Translate
yeah.
is. I mean, it's pretty close with the others, so that's okay. That's interesting. The direct translation from Google Translate for Ichi the Witch is "the Devil's First." That
Yeah, I just saw
that
that.
sounds cool.
That adds a really nice image too. They've done well.
I am slowly catching up with Ichi the Witch, and I'm having just so much fun with it. I've been like, most of the screenshots I've been sending you are like little panels or stuff of just the characters being absolute gremlins.
Yeah. Which they are.
I'm still in the that mushroom fight.
Yeah, what's with the mushrooms?
It's just a mushroom magic, and it was under the impression that everybody loved mushrooms, and so that growing and transforming an entire forest into a mushroom forest would be a really sick thing to do, and that he would never see any witches because mushrooms are great.
Everybody loves mushrooms.
Yeah, until they're the giant mushroom forest is starting to encroach on a village, and they're starting to get scared because those mushrooms be real big.
They just need to eat them. Eat the mushrooms.
Yeah, but I don't
Then
think
move
all
on.
of them are edible. They specifically go into like I think the third or fourth chapter of the whole mushroom thing. Ichi goes into how dangerous mushrooms can be, both
Well, yeah.
ingesting and just inhaling spores side of things.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's like very light educational things, but it's
Okay.
very heavily overshadowed by the gremlin comedy humor that is the entire series.
Well, all the characters seem to be personality driven, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas
Jumping back over.
all the stuff I've been throwing at you has been all the one shots that they've dropped over the past week and a bit.
Yeah. I didn't get onto any of the
No,
this week.
I'm not surprised.
I think the last one I read was the life insurance one, which I really dug.
Yeah, that was.
I hope something
cool.
comes of that. That'd be a really cool little short series.
It would be a bit of fun to see
Hmm.
something like that. Yeah.
I mean, like even if they don't use the detective, the private eye that ends up becoming a golem, they could certainly
Yeah. In
build
Monster
off
of
the
the Week.
necromancer and do like you said, yeah, monster
Yeah.
of the week sort of thing, or client of the week,
Yeah. Yeah.
which would
Very
be both.
much. It'd be very cool. We should be editors. Um,
But we are so good at this.
the reason that they're wearing gloves is because their hands are really big. Because this is a yaoi.
Do you know that for sure?
No, it just looks like one.
Oh, actually, the what was it? I sent you a video claiming that Gege Akutami, the mangaka behind Jujutsu Kaisen, the
Oh yeah.
reason all of his boy characters are so goddamn sexy and have amazing sex appeal is because he is an avid reader of BL manga.
Yeah. Look, I wouldn't put it past him. The way
Especially like some of the characters later on. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
The gambling dude, the chick that hangs out with him, that's a femboy.
He's definitely got
um
a type. The man's got
uh
a type.
the interactions between Yuji and Toto. Is it Toto? Yeah, clap dude. That was
Oh
like
yeah. Yeah.
very BL bro.
No, that's just manly camaraderie.
I love nah, it was a little BL. I
Yeah.
loved it
There's so many
though.
times I
So
did
this one, it's not a new series, technically.
Oh, it's
It's
one of
up
those big
to
drops again.
it's gonna be a huge drop. So they're up to volume 21. Um Boop. And it's
Oh,
getting yeah, it's getting simulpub starting June 26th.
Jesus. They must have been working on translating this for a little while. Like that's 110 chapters. About more. A few more.
Well,
140.
we're about 100. We're about 106 chapters into what is it? New Age Exorcist
Yeah.
and volume releases. Granted, there'd be a few behind.
They'd be quite a few behind. They usually are.
Was it like 8 usually?
Maybe. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's clearly been running for a long time.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. It's popular in Japan.
Yeah, I reckon it's probably close to like 160 chapters, roughly.
Okay. Yeah, look, I got it wrong. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry. I am
No,
sorry.
do better. It just sounded wrong, okay?
Whatever.
Yeah. That's the first volume cover.
Yeah. It looks a bit different to the 20s. It looks like the style changes a bit from the start.
Refined, maybe?
Yeah, a lot sharper.
There is also a PV for I'm not 100% sure how it's meant to be pronounced, but I'm going with Kardegama. The new series.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Why do baseball outfits always look so stupid?
I don't fully understand why white is the color scheme to go with for baseball.
No, they're not all white,
though,
are they?
No, I know, but like that's like the default baseball uniform is like white with the stripes.
Can't say I'd know.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't. I'm clearly speaking as someone
Sorry.
with
Yeah.
baseball knowledge.
Let's get away from baseball. Let's
Thanks.
carry on.
So we've got the
Here we
Suki
go.
no Kuru Manga Awards of 2025, with nominees available for public voting. I will grab this to drop into the comments below. This is the one that Takopi's Original Sin, I think, won.
Oh, cool.
Or placed very highly.
Which means we may end up seeing something really cool from this because Takopi was translated after winning.
No, we'd already read it. We were like,
read it.
this needs to win.
Okay.
That was that was where we were at.
Cool.
So they've got two different categories: comics and web manga only. Voting is open till Monday, July 7th. Unclear as to what time that is. I'm going to assume it's Japan time. I also love that there's instant rice advertisement on the sides.
Yep.
So just in Jump, we've got Kiyoshi. That's the English title?
Paradise?
Goku Rakugai?
That's probably what it translates to.
I could have been calling it Paradise all this time instead of God damn it.
Yeah, it's so hard to pronounce.
So we've got I'm just looking at the other list that I've got here. Ichi the Witch, Phantom Busters, Hematen, Super Psychic Policeman Chojo, which I believe has been cancelled, and Shinobi Undercover, just to name the Jump ones.
Yeah, there's a lot of titles here.
Oh, that looks cool. Destroy Everything and Love Me in Hell.
That's a cool title.
That is a really cool title. And Dog. That's
Dog's
no.
That looks
familiar. That's Dog's Red. That's the new one from Golden Kamuy. It's not Dog Thread. I think Google Translate's having an issue.
Someone's having some fun. So maybe it's not Paradise. Maybe it's something else.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna.
You can turn off the translation?
No, I can't do that actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And you just.
Goku Rakugai is a Japanese term that translates to Paradise Street or Red Light District.
Right, they should probably put the street at the end then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Phantom Busters does look really cool. Is that a Jump Plus title?
I thought it was.
It's Square. So it is part of the. We only get it on Jump Plus, but it's part of the SQ magazine.
Yeah. Okay. And there seems to be a lot of titles.
Yeah, there is. I feel like there was something that I was going to mention to you earlier today about magazines, but I don't remember exactly what it was. It'll come to me when I'm in bed tonight, I'm sure. I also like Love Bullet. That looks really cool.
It looks interesting. The art's nice.
I'm wondering if it's like a Cupid sort of deal.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think it's just the design of the cover that's really got me. It's really striking. Devilman Ichi.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talked about.
Yeah.
It's Ichi the Witch, but the direct translation sounds way cooler than Ichi the Witch.
Yeah, that would have had me reading a little bit more.
Interesting.
I wonder if they didn't
Oh,
go.
Magical Girl Dandelion looks pretty cool too.
Looks like a classic. Or go to these websites and read it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I wonder what happens. No, all right, I've only heard of Bookwalker before.
Line? Isn't that no.
What?
Okay.
Oh, that one.
Line. Yeah. I must be thinking of something else. That's right.
Let's check out the web only hero agency.
Is that web only?
Yeah, it's a Jump Plus title, dude.
Ah. So they don't have any printed versions of that. That's interesting, considering its popularity.
Oh, alas, the Tanuki is no good anymore. I need to read this. No, why is it no?
You're gonna have to look into it. It looks very cute.
What is cousin, and why is she doing that in that location if they're cousins?
Because she's probably looking to inflict some sort of pain.
There we go. That's significantly bigger so that you can have a look at the covers. Just had to,
Yeah,
like,
I'm really surprised the Hero Organization is not printed. Like each week, it's each release is it's copying like over 50K reads. It's very
I
popular.
like this. Work and private life on and off.
It looks edgy.
Take all of these titles with a grain of salt.
Yeah, it might not be that thing.
I reckon if you Googled it though, you'd find it close enough, and Google would do the rest.
Maybe. I reckon if you just did a search of the cover image on Google.
So the ones that are available on Manga Plus are Hero Organization, War of the Adults, Kitty Giddy Giddy Co, Centuria, Ghost Fixes, Strikeout Pitch, Shiba Inu Rooms, The Urban Legend Files, Drama Queen, Maison, and the Man-Eating Apartment, Mad, Monochrome Days, and Love is Overkill. All some really good series in it. What is that? This Galaxis. That looks cool.
That does look interesting. It looks like fantasy, but with a name like Galaxius.
It took me a good moment to actually realize what I was looking at too.
Oh, it's a dude with a dragon tail wrapped around a castle.
Yep. I've had to significantly shrink the my window so it looks like this for you guys. So I'm like switching between
the two things.
Yeah.
It does look
12
interesting.
centimeter promise with a cool girl. What? That okay? Gal wife's secret. Secret is that she's not a girl. That's my wounds and bandages. Handsome man dedicated to you. It's not what I read.
Oh, look, it's your favorite.
Bears and rabbits cannot be friends. Is that my
Ghost-
favorite?
No.
Yeah.
Cheerios right there.
Dinosaurs Started looks really cute too.
Man, there's a lot of titles we just don't get.
Divorced with Children, my last love was a swamp. I'm sorry. What?
What a title. As crazy.
Love Eater Girl. That looks pretty cool too. Socially
Psycho
awkward
eyes.
people, travels to another
Wow, an
world.
isekai. Now that's something I haven't seen too much here. Is isekai?
Yeah.
Lifestyle man.
If that's not drawn by one, I want no part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Millennium
Think it
Darling looks like a blast from the past.
it does. Giving me real 90s vibes.
Yeah, almost like maybe it's just the coloring and the cables, but I'm getting Akira vibes. But
Kira, Ghost in the Shell. Kind of
even
vibes.
some Dragon Ball elements to it. I don't know why though.
Things character design.
Yeah, just some Akira vibes. Both Akiras.
Yes. Akira the title and Akira the mangaka.
And
Excellent.
so
Good connection.
funny.
I love that.
Thanks.
Man, you are a fucking genius.
Thanks.
No.
I actually dig this one too. The I'll save them all. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
Mainly for the dog. I like
It
the
looks
dog.
like it's a very ecological kind of title.
Oh yeah, no, I'm seeing. Yeah, I thought that was a battleship or a.
No, that's a shark.
Yep.
Whale shark, more specific.
Yeah. Still looks cool.
Mm.
This is reminding me the guy sitting next to me looks at me like that. I think it's just because of the cover, but it's reminding me of "Excuse me, doctor, something's touching me." Or was it dentist? Excuse me, dentist.
I love that
Whichever.
series. That was hilarious.
That was wild.
Yeah, I guess it looks kind of like that.
I don't know. It just reminded me of
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I love eating a lot. I'm glad I saw the exclamation point there because I read that initially as I love eating a lot. Mizuki-san. Moving on. Temu Yatra. How to Raise a Human.
That looks interesting.
It does look really cute, actually. It to me gives more like Nightmare Before Christmas vibes.
Yeah, very fairy tale style vibes to it.
Mm. Meat
Oh, that's
bone stain.
Drama Queen.
That dude's face kind of creeps me out.
On the meat bread bone stain.
Yeah, that one.
The title alone should be creeping you out.
Nah, his face does it more than anything else. Oh, man, have you checked out Cannibal Mansion and the Landlord's Maison?
I haven't yet. Sorry.
That's
It's
so
on my
badly translated.
It's
God, that hurts.
Oh, look, it's Mad issue 1.
It
Aren't,
just
aren't we
looks
getting
like
a
a movie
printed?
poster.
Yeah, I know, but aren't we getting a printed version soon?
Soon.
I reckon that we looked at some covers for these.
Yeah, no, I did show off
Right.
covers.
Yeah.
I reckon
But
this will be like it'll count them from when they started though. And yeah, Mad was a web only. Centauri has also got covers.
Oh yeah, because it's got prints too. Yeah. Those Mad covers look fantastic though. Beautiful design.
They got a fair whack of sponsors behind them as well.
They're all bookstores. How come we don't have that bookstores?
Are you guys ready? I'm gonna click on the fart. There we
go. That's a bit of fun.
That's funny.
Previous
these
winners.
were the winners. These were the winners from 2024. The author for Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun, is the same one for Ichi the Witch.
Oh, there you go. Was that a one shot or was it a series?
It is a series, but I don't know.
Maybe
I think this is a spin-off.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, Dog's Red's down here as well. Which
Dog Thread.
Yeah, I'm ignoring that.
But I'm gonna keep saying it wrong forever. It's locked in now.
Interesting.
Anytime I see it.
Ordinary Light Music Club.
Blue Dragon.
Brewery Dragon. See, that's not even close. Because Aoi is blue. And her name is Ruri.
Yeah.
Oh, 6. Centuria got 7th last year.
Nice. And it's only gotten more popular.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, cool.
Download some materials, man. Do it.
Nah, I'm good. Oh, yeah, Ichinose. That's right. I don't think it was Takopi's. I think it was Ichinose's Family Sins.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe both. Who knows? Can't remember. Disabled.
I wonder what that guy's working on now.
I don't think we've heard anything from Tizen 5 since it's finished up.
Yeah. He's no doubt doing some massive convoluted story that requires much thinking.
Good. I'm all for it.
I know you love
that's it.
That's it for the news.
That is it for the news. Ooh, is that a one shot? Oh, it is a one shot.
Okay.
2021. So they did Hero Complex before doing Ichinose Family.
Okay.
Which looked really cool. I'm not going to share it with you though because I'm mean.
You know what? I don't want to see it.
Too bad. Even if you show you anyway.
Even if you said it, look, I'm coming. Look at that. Look at that. I can't see it. I'm blind to it.
Wow, they did a lot of
that looks really cool.
One shots in 2021, gearing up for.
Man, their style suits color so well.
Okay, so they did soccer. They did a soccer one shot after Ichinose Family.
Okay. As long as they keep him busy.
This one was into 2021 as well. Oh yeah, I remember the story after everything. That was cool. I liked that one. Do you remember this one?
I don't know if I do.
This one.
No, it's not ringing a bell.
It was like in a post-apocalypse. Remember?
Nope.
Definitely spoke about it.
Did we? Nah.
Yeah.
I reckon you talked about it.
Wow. That one was 2020.
That's the problem. That's 5 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Hell, even if you had talked about it last week, I probably wouldn't remember it.
So that was the one shot I did before Takopi's Original Sin.
Right.
And I remember being like, I need more, and just went.
Give everything to me all at once. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, we see something from them sooner rather than later.
Yeah, be nice. Be nice.
But that's it for news. So let me jump into the Manga Plus, and we'll talk a little bit more about the one that you didn't like.
Which one?
Nah, I'm kidding. You said I knew when I read it. I was like, if the titties don't get him, it's gonna take a couple of chapters before he's invested.
Was starting to enjoy the more body horror stuff towards the end. Where it started to get into the more mythological, the demons
taking off
and
of her
taking
mask.
off the mask. That was so cool when she took the mask off. That I was really enjoying. So if we get more of that, completely down. Completely down.
This is the first page of Kadegama. Gami. So, in I think it's Neo, one of the Souls-like games that I think Koei Tecmo did. There's little collectible green dudes called Kudegama, and that's gonna screw me up every time I read Kadegami.
It's not
every time.
Kudegama.
They're about the same size. They're not eggs.
They're gremlins.
They wear like the little sake cups on their heads.
Cool.
Really cute. Yeah.
That's so cute.
They're adorable.
Yeah.
I am skeptical about her. I don't know if I fully trust her. But we are in chapter 1, so and I'm really hoping that it does stay as the familial route that it seems to be going down, and doesn't end up going down like a romance. But she is dressed the way that she is, so
yeah, I don't think the romance route will happen.
Oh, dude, who knows? There's also like 3 different characters that have the heterochromia. 2 of which.
Yeah, because she comes back a bit later, doesn't she?
No.
No?
That's the face that she has on at the end.
What?
Or at the very least, that's what I think.
Oh, I wasn't paying that much attention.
That is definitely the demon that we see later on, I think. I also they show more of the
No, it's not her.
The Shenguai, and they seem to drastically vary in appearance. And our main girl, yeah, because she's the one that comes back screaming about seeing the Shenguai.
Yeah.
But when she comes back last time, she has heterochromia. Like the second time, she has the heterochromia. It's weird. I don't fully understand if it's an art error, or if it's important, or if it's meant to be symbolizing something different, or if I'm just reading too much into it.
We don't know yet, I guess.
Yeah, it's 1 chapter.
Yeah.
So main dude was abandoned by his dad and was literally just going to sit there and wait for him to come back. And sexy demon lady comes. It's probably a bad place to pause.
I thought you were assuming I was going to come in there with with something. Just give
No,
me a
my
bit of
brain just
space.
kind of trailed off as I was looking at everything. That was the one that so she comes upon the child, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna eat me," and then she does a little raw pounce, and then teaches him how to swim. This is probably one of my favorite panels so far. uh because she's like, it's quite simple, observe and do as I do, and then immediately drowns.
Well, being attacked by a fish.
It, sucking on one of her hair spikes. It's unclear if she can take that off.
Yeah.
The other thing that I find a bit odd is that he is shown multiple times grabbing her and being able to move her or throw her. But later on, when we get to the spookiness of the she's hollow, and she like grabs his hand, which he had in the previous one. He grabs her by the wrist. She spins around and then is all like, puts his hand in her titty, and it goes straight through the being. And she's like,
yeah,
"Oh,
I'm not quite sure of the mechanism that's working here.
yeah." I was a bit confused.
Whether, like, when you look at him holding her sleeve, it looks like there's nothing there. He's just holding the sleeve.
Yeah, but then like just here, even he's literally got her around the waist.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm not quite sure of the mechanics.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just grabbing the clothes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully
No, because he's
never
drying off her
explained.
shoulders. Anyway.
Hopefully it's never explained.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just leave it.
I did like the amount of mystery surrounding her, which you get pretty much at the very end of the chapter. You find out most of the mystery surrounding at least the mask and her initial sort of setup.
Yeah, and it is a big set, like a big reveal, big setup, and a big this is where our adventure starts. This is how we're going to move forwards and the things we're going to do. So it's it didn't need to take 50 pages to get there.
To equate it to an epic fantasy, and for some reason the only thing that's coming to mind is Lord of the Rings. Quite literally, she is the ring that forces Frodo out of the village, essentially. That's what this whole thing sets up as, basically being like the prologue of their story. And a lot of the things, while he's I guess lamenting when he's in town, does seem to be that matriarchal bond. Is that the correct term?
Motherly bond.
Yeah, that's probably the better term. I was thinking familial, and then I was like, but it is definitely more focused.
It's more of a
mum role.
A mum role, which they both see that as being that kind of role.
Yeah, see, she got a little bit ahead of her career here, but only on the one. But it's the opposite eye from the girl from the very beginning.
Yeah, but it's the same as her at the end.
No, her at the end has the one from the beginning.
No, she's got that one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just had it up a second ago.
Cool. Because I was not confident because I remember looking, but I can't. I couldn't fully remember.
Yeah, it's a left side. That's black.
Yeah, hers is right.
No, her left. You're right.
Oh, okay.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah. That one's her right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just assumed that she'd been hit really hard. And that's why her eye was black like that. I thought it might have been blood, but no. Yeah, there seems to be
I don't
some sort of
know.
connection in there, and maybe it's a connection to seeing
Yeah, maybe.
a spirit or a demon, or what do they call them? Does it specify what they call them?
Shen Guai. But this one straight up looks like a really creepy Kappa demon
Yeah, it does a little bit.
mixed with something else, because Kappas don't usually chop off heads and wear them. But he's got
No.
the
Yeah, he's got the
Kappa
little
crown.
Yeah. I would say he's something else from mythology. Their mythology gets wild.
Yeah. And then yeah, we find out that she has no face.
Yeah. I love how it's still like a fresh wound. Like it's got blood around the edge. Like, oh man, juicy. This is why I wear a mask all the time.
She's a supernatural entity, so it doesn't. A lot of what she is kind of confuses me, but supernatural entity, we'll just leave it at that. Magic.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need to think too hard about it. We don't need it explained. It's just it is what it is, and so be it.
Her face, her entrails, her hands, her legs.
It kind of reminds me of that old Tezuka. Yeah, Tezuka story.
Yeah.
Starts with a D, right?
Yeah, hang on.
I did that Netflix series recently.
It's not Durara.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, but it's kind of like that. Do it. You know the one I'm talking about, right?
I do, and I really liked it.
Yeah. It's really cool. The story is fantastic, and yeah, that's the one where his father sells his components essentially to the demons in order to get power.
Well, it was meant to be the whole lot, but something happened. I can't remember.
Yeah, something happened in between, and he didn't lose his body or /heart, something like that.
He was definitely a chicken nugget, though. With no.
Oh yeah, he came out as a nugget. No arms, no legs, no eyes.
No skin.
No skin.
Yeah, he lost his skin too.
I don't remember the no skin part.
Shit was brutal, dude.
Yeah. Considering like this is the guy who did, bloody Astro Boy and Blackjack, and then he comes in and
looks like this.
Yeah, and looks like this. So cute. Oh yeah, he was a chicken nugget, in design. So the story gives me that kind of mythological, demons making deals kind of vibe, along with that high adventure, with a purpose. So this could be fantastic. This could definitely head in quite a good direction, and we could end up with something fantastic. Can only hope. Yeah, that's the one. That's the series that was on Netflix. Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. It was Amazon.
Oh, it was Amazon, was it? I don't think it was Netflix.
So,
Anyway,
admittedly, this bit here threw me a little bit because I didn't realize that she was going to go straight into chanting some BS. So she starts off and she's like talking about how there is a way it would sever him from the mortal world, but it would allow her to gain his strength without permanently taking his body. Become my vessel for now and defeat my enemy, and in exchange, I will grant all of myself to you. And then she starts going into like, I'm assuming a contract type chant.
kinda. I think it's just a straight up monologue. Yeah, it's nice to know that they've got plenty of time to do that.
Yeah. And then they were hiding in the water.
And then
This is gonna look so sick animated because like we skip ahead to the Shenguai finally catching up, and then they sploosh out of the water real quietly, and then just straight up start attacking.
looking edgy as hell.
Oh yeah.
The eyes are wrong on those pages. Are they flipping sides?
Yeah, because it looks like they've got the heterochromia. Wait, it
Hmm.
doesn't even have the. Because yeah, she hasn't got her face back yet.
And then it's not
That's
there.
what's.
Maybe it was just a art choice, design choice.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Getting some Fabricant 100 vibes as well.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, aren't they doing a new title soon? Or is this it? No.
I don't think it is.
No.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the baseball one, the two brothers, that one's done by Time Paradox Ghostwriter.
Oh yeah.
No, wait,
Yeah. It's
was it?
yeah. No.
Yes. No.
Was
No,
it?
that was the brains, classroom
Yeah.
brains.
Yeah. Which is something else we need to talk about too.
Do. Then who was? It was someone else. Damn it.
Now I got you thinking.
It was another duo that we vibed with their previous works, but I can't recall. Oh, me specifically. It's the Phantom Seer duo.
Ah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. Time Paradox Ghostwriter was the other one, which was creepy as heck.
Nah, it's completely normal.
I love it.
Right. So we're expecting big things from this series.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Boobs aside.
I know what they're going for.
Yeah. It's the draw card.
It is for the first few chapters. I think it'll be their draw card, and it will ease off heavily in the later chapters. I reckon.
A la Undead Unlock.
Very much so.
I mean, shit. Even Andy's censored cockbar was retired pretty early.
Yeah, they did so well on the anime on that.
So the mangaka has only done 3 other one-shots by the looks.
Wow, it's got a type.
You would think. Specifically for, I'm wondering if that one shot actually has anything to do with.
Wow. That looks dark.
Mystery drama in 2021, psychological drama in 2022, and crime supernatural in 2023, followed by the current one that they're doing now.
Which is fantasy supernatural.
Yeah.
That doesn't really specify a time period, does it?
No.
Because we don't really see a lot of other people.
If I had to guess though, it's not modern.
No, would be my guess too.
In saying that, it's difficult because some places in rural Japan still look like that. So
yeah,
but
there
doesn't appear to be any electricity, from what I can tell.
I don't think we've seen enough yet to say on that.
Just from being in the village in those short moments that you do get. I'm voting period piece, but not sure when, or it could just be straight fantasy. Who knows?
Hopefully they don't say, and they just ignore the fact.
I did like where was it? The fact that she's wait, where's it? There we are. She is apparently the god of war.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Kratos has never looked so sexy.
Kratos isn't the only god of war, but nice little
he is. He is, because he killed all the others.
He Loki'd it. Gotcha. Right. Next one.
I'm trying.
Come on. Come on. You got it worked out. Yeah. Something that's tickling my weird bits. Probably the only way to say it, because it is it's kind of weird.
Even gangsters are reduced to weeping infants. What was it, and what did it do?
You won't know. It's got heads.
This is
in
the weirdest.
Flowers.
It is so bizarre.
It looks like wild strawberry.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely looks more plant than the teacher.
Yeah.
Well, pardon me, because the teacher looks way more juicy organic as opposed to plant organic, fleshy.
Yeah. Yeah, whereas these guys are kind of just weird.
I'm picturing it like a very almost like robotic alien type voice, like I am currently smiling warmly. This is very amicable.
Love the line.
I possess emotions. Sorry. I
am also a 1950s radio announcer.
Yeah, it's a little transatlantal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Transatlantic? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe it very well could have just been this is very cultural. that kind of gave me that voice. I'm not sure why.
It's
Listen here,
was
see?
this is this is funny. Do you find this series like really funny? Like I laugh when I read this.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
It is so absurd. When I'm not chuckling, I'm just sitting there going,
What's going on? What's happening right now?
what?
I'm
Are they
like
dead?
I'm intrigued by the whole thing because everything looks so absurd right now, but I know at some point it's all going to make sense. But it's going to take like
Oh, it was his eye.
70
Noticed
chapters to
that.
get there.
There were some really cool double page spreads in this chapter too.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I want to hear what your thoughts were because I've got nothing.
You got nothing?
I've
You're
got
not
no idea.
speculating, really?
I don't feel like I've got enough to go off any more than I did last week. Like I'm pretty much where I was last week is where I was this week.
My guess is they're looking for some sort of evolutionary step. And
The only thing I got out of this chapter was whether or not this is actually happening, or if this is all in his head.
No, I think this is actually happening, and they've put him back in his physical body in order to try and get him to, because I think while in the brain world, because we started in the brain world at the very start of the first chapter. They were already in the brain world. They were in the Matrix.
You reckon?
And now that he's been pulled out of the Matrix and he's in the real world, everybody's still back in the Matrix. See where I'm getting at there? And they're trying because it, as it states later on, the female teacher, she's trying to get something out of him.
Yeah. She has full trust that whatever
they're looking
they
for,
are after,
he has it.
It'll come from him.
And it will be some sort of evolutionary step or some sort of idea or progress for the future is what he's capable of doing that they need to get out of him. But I think it's something in him that will take that next evolutionary step, such as telekinesis or some other power.
I was about to say, yeah, what if it's ESP?
Yeah, something that pushes that little bit further beyond what humans are currently capable of, because we've become stagnant. Aliens have come in to interfere in order to push the human evolutions further.
It's a really cool little.
Yeah,
I
love
chalk,
this.
but it looked really nice.
The fact that a chicken's shooting it too, it's just
just.
Oh man, if this is animated, it's having that chicken squeezy noise.
The fact that he's got restraints and he's being told to write his answer on the board for the restraints to be lifted.
Yeah,
that tells me that it could be ESP.
Yeah. So it's a really interesting concept. It also feels a lot less stiff, this chapter.
Yeah.
And how the last chapter felt kind of stiff.
In saying that, though, everyone's been seated.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's the angles and the expressions and stuff like that just seemed to be that one step higher.
This panel in particular is probably the one that really stands out as being 3D.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's clearly just going, nah, this is it. Just render it out in like 2 two color components, and it'll be good.
What in the actual fuck is this?
Oh no, it makes sense, right? Like you got the arches there, you got the rock garden underneath, you've got a big
We've got
giant
like an
what
Inari
appears to be
shrine of
some sort
some
of
description.
steam engine going on. Yeah, something's happening, and she's talking to a whale.
Yep. Yep.
Oh man.
And
I really love the absurdity.
I appreciate that we're actually on the map as well. Most of the time, it's the other side of the planet. But they even covered up Japan.
Yeah, I found that a little bit fascinating. They probably could have, like, just shifted that to the left. Yeah.
Anyway, it's weird. I get why they put it in the middle of the page, but it's an odd choice to cover up the country of origin.
Yeah. That's
right. Am I also to deduce that the rubber chicken bee is a female?
Yes. Yeah. The rubber chicken is female? Yeah.
And that because she's a sensei.
Yeah. Rubber chicken's bee.
Was the chicken bee sensei? I can't remember.
Well, they didn't say. Yeah. They didn't actually specify. So we're just assuming that the rubber chicken is bee. Yeah. He's getting completely destroyed by that chalk.
The first one, I'm like, oh yeah, that was funny. It's just like the chalk throwing thing. Nah, it's like Mach 2 chalk being shot at this dude's skull.
Was it every 10 seconds he can shoot it?
Yeah.
So he continues to shoot it at him until he answers the question. It's
easy
really
to answer, but impossible to solve.
Is it though?
I'm
loving it.
Same. It's so bizarre.
It's different. It's not a sports series. It's not trying
also,
to be.
It's doing something drastic with school setting, which also makes it different.
Yeah. It's all sorts of things. Like this has got that.
Hasn't set off my ick school setting ick.
Yeah. It's kind of giving me the like Shibitarian style vibes as far as stories and absurdity and weird uncanniness. It's got that similar kind of feel to it.
Oh wow! Which one has broken 200 chapters?
Oh, okay.
It started around the same time.
Paying attention.
2 weeks after Elusive Samurai did.
Huh. Which is also still running, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. My God. Yeah, 208 for Elusive Samurai.
Otier of the Flame is killing it.
It's so good.
I am
so good. As far as a stock standard shonen action series goes, this thing is on fire. Yes. Yeah. I said it.
It's quirky, it's funny, it's badass. The art's really nice. It's just hitting
what really
all the
stands
beats
out. Really. Yeah, it's doing the typical shonen thing, but the art style is definitely yeah. He's not He's not stopping for anything. This thing is full throttle, hit the ground running, which makes me worry a little bit for pacing in the future. They might. I hope they don't do a Kagurabachi and just info dump and then get back to the action, which seems to be the common trend. I know you don't mind so much, but I like stuff that feels a little bit more natural.
He was on a break this week too, I believe. Oh no, he was back. My bad. I didn't read it.
What?
I didn't see it.
Everybody's reading that series because it's the next big anime. Has been for like a year, hasn't it?
This was fucking cool.
Yeah. It's a very visually stunning series. I'm gonna say, I guess it's on par what you would expect from like Soul Eater or Fire Force in the sense of action and character beats so far. Speed.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, they didn't kill any of their enemies either.
No, the bad guy did all that. They didn't actually need to. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Didn't she take care of the guards and stuff though?
At least on screen, no one died.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very almost PG so far, isn't it?
But that also kind of ties into the theme of them wanting to live and not like senselessly throw their own lives away.
Yeah.
And something I did notice in this chapter was that we actually got a bit more lore and background into the enemies, the ice country. Apparently, they've been oppressed. So this is the ice country retaliating from being oppressed for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Maybe. It'd be interesting if that is the case. And
it's basically stating that we don't know the full story. And I would say that most people don't know the full story because it's been running for such a long time that the average human has died so many times since this ice.
Have they touched base on that at all? Like I know it's only been 7 chapters, but yeah.
Well, their father died in this war.
Yeah. But in saying that, like it's Viking-ish era.
Yeah. People are dying all over the place.
Yeah. There's always some sort of skirmish.
Yeah. I like the little power scaling moment they had in here too. Yeah, drip feed.
Yeah, they can disseminate the power of the ice spirit or the winter spirit.
Yeah,
and
release it out.
Just a fraction of it was like substantial.
Yeah, to put them in their place, in a sense.
Which
I guess
I wonder if that's a point that we'll get to as well with Otir and his flame spirit, if he'll be able to disseminate that to other people later on.
I don't know.
It's kind of what is happening in Black Clover at the moment.
Oh. Doing a little bit of borrowing, do you think?
Could be. But I mean, it wouldn't be the first.
It's a little bit Black Clover too, isn't it? Yeah. It's just missing the big cast. So Right now, it's just
give it
it's
some
the two of
time.
them, really. Oh well, I know. Like three chapters in, I'm like, where's the big 20-person cast?
I mean, this is also the prelude to because the hero pieced out to get to a battle before them.
Yeah.
So this is like on the outskirts of that battle, a small section of the army that the teacher's going off to fight. They're fighting on the outskirts, I believe.
Yeah,
I think that was the
they're fighting with a guy that basically almost blew them away, even though he was like a foot soldier, essentially.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was what the implication was that they're about to go meet up with him.
To the actual war, the place where
Yeah.
the actual stuff is happening. And I reckon they'll get there and the hero will have wiped them out already.
Oh, could you imagine if he's already been bodied?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
It'd hit hard, and he was goofy and fun, and I wouldn't want to see him gone already. But if he's lost, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, that'd be pretty tragic for the both of them.
Did you read Centuria?
I didn't.
Oh, dude.
I was too busy reading all those one shots.
That's fair. Had some amazing little spreads again. Share. So it flashbacked like the 5 seconds from the previous chapter where Julian's pretty much been totaled, and shows how he got there in time to save Diana and the other chick whose name I can't remember.
Yep.
Other guy, oh god, I can't remember his name either. He has like a really cool possible centaur-like transformation, maybe, or maybe just can manifest the Dark Knight. I don't know.
Turn into a horseman.
Yeah. Crazy necromancer lady got a hold of Muscle Mummy's hair, and I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but
She can do something bad.
Next chapter could see zombie Muscle Mummy. Was it Angval? I think was her name.
That could be a little devastating for them.
Yeah. In two different kinds, because she was real strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. Another cool chapter. Dan to Dan also creeping up. Next week is going to be its 200th chapter.
Really? Oh, it is too.
Yeah.
Too. Jesus. So much.
So it'd be running for about 4 years.
So much. 4 years of back in this series. Loved every minute of it.
I think that's about it for this week. Unless there was something. Did you want to talk about one of your one shots?
Look, the one shots this week, or past week and a half, have been like emotionally heavy. Like in ways you wouldn't expect. Like the friendship between introverts is really cute and wholesome and all about, friends, essentially. Admitting their like for what, I'm not going to say love, because it's not like a boy romance kind of scenario. Yeah, it's the platonic love thing. and because so basically the story is one of the kids leaves school because he's done something very embarrassing, and then decides that he doesn't necessarily want to come back because he doesn't have any serious prospects for the future. He's not very good at school, all that sort of stuff. Whereas the other boy keeps going to school, and of course dramatically misses him, and you start feeling that sensation of loss, essentially, as he continually tries to beg his friend to come back to school. It's cute and fun. The other one I'll quickly mention was Yamada Wants to Be Perfect. This one is a study.
That was the one you were sending me the screenshots for, yeah?
No.
No?
No, I don't.
Not the
Oh,
Yakuza dude and
oh
the
no, that's a different
dude with
one.
the
That's
glasses?
a whole different
Oh,
one.
okay.
A whole
Okay,
different
okay.
one. We can talk about that another time. No, this one's about a girl who is a bit of an outcast, and one of the popular boys shows her some attention, and she becomes obsessed with that attention, and kind of becomes his girlfriend, but not,
But it's a
because
bit one-sided.
well, he's a really manipulative piece of shit. It's about self-love, essentially. So she goes down this really dark path of trying to become perfect for him, even though he doesn't even really acknowledge that she's there. And her friend keeps trying to warn her, and then she finds out that, her boyfriend has been 3-timing her behind her back, but she's still trying to be perfect for him
Yeah,
because
because if she is more perfect, then maybe she'll be the one that wins out
yes.
over the other two.
So it's like this
Oh!
really, really
Oh!
and 3/4 of the way through reading it, I'm like, oh, I feel really gross, because this feels really gross, reading it. They capture it really, really well, and they capture
Yeah.
those really dark, like internal thoughts and emotions. So they clearly experienced something like this before, because it's pretty descriptive and does very, very well.
Back
Boy
when I was
Meets
reading
yeah.
Crunchyroll manga, so like back when a Jin was being serialized,
Mm.
I read something similar, but it was in a series. I think it actually got an anime called Scum's Wish. It was also like
Oh,
amazingly illustrated. The writing was great, but the content just made you feel ick.
yeah.
Like
Wow, the title says it
there's
all, doesn't it?
yeah, and there's like so much of these young, mentally unstable, they're children, being taken advantage of by
Yeah.
adults, by other teenagers, and it's so well done that it just makes you feel horrible. I never
Yeah.
finished it, but it was pretty good.
Got to be too nasty for you.
Oh, it was a weird one
Yeah.
because it also went down the route of uh, Yuri as well. So
Oh, okay.
the main girl was just kind of going between like three different people. All of them are terrible, like including the main character. They're all terrible people, and one of them is their teacher, I believe, from memory.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it was just a hot mess.
Yep.
Emphasis on mess.
Yeah. Oh man. All this emotional stuff happening. Um, my brother died, and now the grass is overgrown. I wasn't quite sure what this was going to be about, because that title's kind of weird. But it is literally that's it. That's the story. It's about a guy who's gone home to cut the grass because it's overgrown, because his brother normally does it, and his brother passed away, and the whole comic is about him cutting the grass. But while he's doing it, it's like this internal monologue of thought and hate and repressed anger and all this other stuff just boiling up inside as he's cutting the grass. And
he does not look like he's 32.
no, well, no, of course not.
I just assumed
He looks
they
like a
looked
child.
so young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the brother in the background is that's him younger. Basically, he was the average brother, while the other one was the much more loved brother. You know, he progressed more in life. Everybody loved him more, and everybody spoke about him more. Whereas he regressed backwards and become more of a recluse, got a really crappy job, and continued to hate himself and his brother because he thought his brother took all this stuff away from him because he was more popular. And of course, when he passes away, what do you do with all that anger? What do you do with all that rage? Because you can't take it out on someone because he's not there anymore. So he just throws all this anger out, and how much he hates everything and everyone around him. It's in therapeutic. I think it's a very therapeutic title, and there's probably a lot of people out there who need to read it, but probably won't, because it's got a good resolution to it though, which is nice.
Jeez, everybody's heads just start popping off, don't they?
Yeah, that's like one of the coolest sort of visual, stylized environment he does. Like while he's cutting the grass, he's imagining cutting all these people's heads off while he's doing it. And some of the shots, he's got like these big long spreads of all these people with all their heads chopped off, and it looks really cool. But it really was it like 90 odd pages.
Yeah, that's a chunky one shot too.
That's 90 pages of him cutting grass.
Yep. I mean, it's a big property by the looks of it.
Oh yeah, it's a decent amount of grass. And it's like shoulder height grass. It's not short. So it was an excellent read. All of them were excellent reads. You might really enjoy Boy Meets Witch. It's borderline short novel in scale of writing. It's a lot of text in there. But it's a really cool concept about making wishes and thinking you know what you want. So it's interesting.
I did remember what the other magazine thing was that I wanted to talk about. It was that Metaphor's coming out in that magazine, whatever that one is.
It's got a V, victory, blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
And Bet's got a season 2. Insane.
This is some of the most fun I've had hating something. It's
hate watching.
Yeah. You got to wonder what Netflix are up to. I really don't think they understand what's happening. Or maybe they think that any press is good press, right?
That guy we worked it out. He was the guy that worked on Ghost Wars.
Yeah. And Warrior Nun and a bunch of other stuff. But I don't think it's entirely his fault. I think whoever lined up the production side of things has really screwed the pooch. We just got to look at the structure of this stuff. Like directors just work with the materials they're given. So maybe the series looks great. Maybe the actor's actually doing a decent job, but the script is rubbish and the ideas were rubbish and the translation was rubbish. That's not the director's job. Like, that's the producer's job, and they need to be bringing that vision together to make that happen. So there's too many people, you know.
Isn't he the producer as well, though?
Possibly. If he is, then he fucked it up. He fucked it up. And he should just give up. He should just go hang out with
Yeah, no, developed by him.
Okay, yep. No, go find a hole to live in. Sorry, man.
Into, yep.
Yep. Yuck.
From what I can tell, yeah, it's basically it's his baby.
Yeah. He probably watched one episode. He watched one episode of the anime. Like, this is a good idea. Let's do this.
Oh, so insane.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, sorry, dude. He did the writing, producing, and directing for everything he's worked on.
So he's to blame for everything.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, you tried to defend him.
Do what I can.
Yeah.
I was just hoping that there was something, a reason for it to be as bad as it is, and the reason is clearly him.
Yeah, he sucks.
And yeah,
Simon Barry, sad man.
sad lonely man.
But anyway, that will be us for episode 98 of Read This Way. Manga news. Join us again next week for some tasty morsels. We're getting close to the July season of all the cool
Yes. Yeah, we'll have to cover a few of the shows next week now that they're wrapping up. Just have a quick chat about those.
Yeah.
So I've been catching up on a few.
I haven't. I am almost done with Metaphor. Almost.
I'm going to get a text later this week that just says, "Nah, I reckon I got another 30 hours left."
That, or it'll be, "It is done." With just like a number of like how many hours, minutes, and seconds.
Oh man, I can't. Yeah, I know you already cracked 100, so it's.
And then it's time for New Game Plus.
Yeah. Oh no! Don't you do that to yourself.
It'll be fine because I'll be able to speed through it because I'll be able to just skip all the dialogue and
it'll be 80 hours instead of
it'd be like
you won't skip it. You'll be like, nah, this is peak writing. I'm down.
Oh shit.
Right.
Australian Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. every Wednesday. Get your manga fix with us. Beradily.
Yes. I don't know what I was going for there. Edgy, maybe. All chickens are female.
Shit, they are too. I also forgot to play the intro.
No, you didn't. Oh no, we counted down.